Good evening. Actually, it isn't evening, but I'm petting our mascot, Rocco.
Rocco.
Hi, baby. Oh,
Rocco the Wonder Dog.
That's right. And today's guest, it's ladies first.
Of course.
Sherry and Dan.
Daddy-o.
Daddy-o is good enough.
That's close enough, yes.
All right. And you guys live in Westford?
We do, yes.
Not anymore, because after this show...
After this show, we're moving, right?
Yes. No, it's hard to do the show petting a dog.
Yeah. We've been here since '83.
Since when?
'83.
83, too bad. You're moving. And what's the matter? Shifting? Getting tired?
Being upstaged by a dog.
That's right.
That's all right.
That's right.
He's probably more interesting.
Dan is here because he got lost. Dan he's in a band, and the band is called Shakerz Band, and since they can't this is rough. Since they can't spell, it's with a Z instead of an S.
I know this is challenging for you, yes.
You're challenging.
Yeah, it's the Shakerz, yes.
It's the Shakerz.
Why the Z?
Why did
Well, why not?
Oh no, because you can't spell. That's why.
Because
they put everybody to sleep.
Actually, that's a good question, because there was a band called the Shakerz with a ERS.
Oh, so you couldn't do it.
We couldn't do that, so we said, let's just do a Z.
Had to differentiate themselves for this busy band market.
Yeah. It only took 2 years to get that solved. You were with Congress, and they couldn't figure out what to do. So you wanted to, and Sherry, why are you? No,
Why am I here? Because
I can't figure that out either. So
because
he needed moral support.
He needs more than that. You want to turn around and show everybody your ponytail?
Sure. See that?
There it is. See that? And you can wag it too.
Long-haired hippie.
Huh?
Long-haired
hippie.
hippie.
Are you a hippie? Were you in?
I freely admit that in the '60s I was a hippie, and I cut my hair and wore three-piece suits for decades.
Were you in Woodstock?
No, I didn't get to Woodstock. No, I wish I had, but.
Yeah, you wanted to be there in the mud.
But I had to cut my hair to get a job, so.
Yeah.
And it stayed cut for decades, and then when I got downsized, like so many of us did, I said, that's it, I'm growing my hair again, so here we go.
You ever trim it?
She does.
I do.
Yeah.
Take a scissor and just cut it off.
Yeah, I
You're
tried.
going to lay down. Lay down time. I'm going over to you. Give me a break.
Okay.
Could be a lay down. Ah, right, baby.
Gonna lay down, Rocco. There we go.
Isn't that cute? Okay. Well, hi,
There you
doggy.
go.
A little scratch. He's got some allergy.
Yeah.
Stop that. Hey, cut that out. Thanks for not listening. Anyway, so you want to describe the band? No.
Sure. The Shakerz.
Back here.
The Shakerz are a bunch of guys that met at work. We used to work for a computer company locally.
Well, you can name the company.
Oh, okay. It's called, Digital Equipment Corporation.
Oh, that one. It's a small one.
The small one. Back in the '80s. And,
Did it get bought by IBM or something?
They got bought by Compaq, and Compaq got bought by HP, and that's where it stands right now.
Well, they actually got bought by, they whittled the company up and sold different pieces
Well, of course,
to
you always
different.
do that. And you were traded.
Traded, yeah. So, but there was a big musical inventory of players.
Wait a moment. How come I got the dog back? You thought,
Well,
you
you're
were
just a
going to
lucky guy. What can I tell you?
Sherry, you haven't petted him yet.
Oh, I did before you got
You
here.
got to pet him again.
Okay.
So,
Okay, going back.
as musicians in the high-tech world, we used to get together and jam. And one thing led to another, and we put a band together.
This is why you were working?
This is while we were working.
That's why they let you go.
It's probably true.
Couldn't take it anymore.
But the band's been together for like 33 years.
That long?
Yeah.
You don't look old enough.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing when if you know anything about the music world. It's tough to put 5 guys together and keep them together for so long.
Especially when you're advanced age,
That's true, yeah. I mean,
well, what, you're in the hospital.
one
Yeah,
of us
because they always forget to come up to practice.
Yes, yeah. These days, one of us always has something going wrong medically, so I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do it, but we're still gigging. We have a lot of gigging, yes.
Yes, thanks. See, computer gigabytes.
Actually, and if anybody who's watching us, one of your 8 viewers, or how many you have here.
Watch it.
It's
Thank you.
We have a gig coming up a week from Friday. It's a really good cause.
That's after Thanksgiving.
It's the day after Thanksgiving, the 24th, at the Stark Brewery in Manchester.
Wait a minute. Manchester, New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
Yes.
Because we have Manchester by the sea.
No. It says Manchester, New
Oh,
Hampshire.
yeah, baby, yeah.
And it's a benefit for the Prostate Cancer Foundation.
Don't look at me.
Yeah. And we do this once a year. It's a good cause. If you have the time and $20, you can come up and see us.
Where is it?
It's at the Stark Brewery in Manchester.
Never heard of it.
Just Google it. You'll find it.
Oh, yeah, it can be that way.
Yeah.
Do you Google?
I goggle.
There you go. What's the beep for?
Well, wrong answer.
Oh,
So
That's
it's
the
off of
first demerit.
93?
What?
It's off of 93?
It is, yeah.
Well, that'll narrow it down.
Yeah.
Is it to the left or to
If
the
you're
right?
asking me for directions, I don't know.
How do you
Because
get there?
I just put it in my GPS and my truck takes
Oh,
me there.
that's sicko.
Yeah.
All right, so how long do you play?
3 hours.
You get a few breaks in there, right?
We get 2 breaks, yeah. We
Knowing
do.
your advanced age, you need a potty break.
Yeah, more
Hey,
than one.
See? Good boy.
Yeah,
See that?
he's just bored.
No, he's not. He does that
Yeah.
all the time.
and they play locally at Princeton Station in Chelmsford,
Yep.
and in Garrison's in Billerica.
Who?
Garrison's
Garrison's.
Restaurant.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No. You
Heard
want to
Prince-
repeat everything I say?
Yeah, Princeton Station, you must know where that is.
Roughly.
North Chelmsford,
Roughly.
off of Drum Hill.
Everything is off a drum hill.
Yeah.
Meet me in front of Hannaford and we'll go.
There you go.
So who? Now we can't mention numbers, but who pays you then? The place or
Yeah, the venue.
the venue?
The
I
venue
love
owners,
it. The
yeah.
venue.
The venue.
Don't try to impress
Is that a
me.
new word for you today?
New. Rocco, sick.
Yeah, you could add it to your vocabulary. I'll make a note of it for you.
Thank you. Get out. All right. So, how long you been doing this again?
Well, I've been doing music since I was like 12.
I'm not interested. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the band's been together for 33 years, yeah.
So, what made you get? Oh, you got together because you're working at the same.
Yeah, and we all enjoyed classic rock.
Same stupid place. Right?
Yeah. And it was our, our hobby. I mean, there's no money in it, and there's lots of work.
So who decided that you should? You got to split the money up 5 ways.
Yeah,
Sicko.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
6 ways. 6 ways if you bring in a sound company, so.
No, you just sing to play louder. That's all.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So people actually applaud at the end of the year.
Oh, they love us, yeah.
Who wouldn't love them?
Yeah, right. Pay you enough. Pay them enough to know.
This is my biggest fan
Really?
and my biggest critic at the same time.
But that was a lousy night with you guys.
Yeah. And she's told me that more often, I'll tell you.
So tell them your claim to fame when you were a kid, remember?
Oh. When I was a kid,
You can remember that far back?
I can
Okay,
remember
wait.
that far back.
Yeah.
I was with a band called the Strobes.
The Strobes?
The
That
Strobes.
sounds like a rock group.
And we used to play at Nantasket Beach, a place called the Surf Nantasket.
Excuse me, I'm from New York City, so
So you have no idea
no
what that is.
idea what this
It's-
place.
Down
It's
by
like-
Quincy.
Yeah.
Down by
Down by
Quincy.
the ocean, and
He was probably in the ocean on a boat
And
drifting out to sea.
we opened for the Yardbirds.
I beg your pardon?
The Yardbirds. You must know who the Yardbirds
Never heard of them.
are. You must know
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Wrong.
No, come
Ding,
on.
ding, ding.
Who? What?
That needs sound effects, guys.
Who is it?
Jimmy Page was the lead guitar player for Led Zeppelin. And
Oh,
at the
right. I've
time-
heard it, but I never listened to it.
At the time, he was the lead player for the Yardbirds, and we opened for the Yardbirds. And that was my 15
But
minutes
before they
of
could
fame.
get on, they closed the place.
Yeah.
So that was your claim to fame?
That was my claim,
Did he
except
ever
for
say-
this.
Did he
Of
ever
course,
say
this,
hello to you?
this tops it all.
Yeah.
Did he ever say hello to you?
Yeah, I did. I got to talk with him, yes.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah, really?
Get
Are you a roadie? Pick up
out
that.
of my way. Yeah. Guys make a wrong turn. So, you actually got paid in those days?
Oh, yeah.
Here's $1. Get out.
The pay for musicians is the same as it was when he played back
Pretty much.
then.
Yeah, the pay has not gone up that much.
I don't get paid for this.
Oh, we don't? Oh, we're out of here. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll have Rocco on.
They do it strictly for the love of music.
You stupid people. So, so how many times a year do you,
We play about 2 or 3 times a month.
if you're well?
If we're all well, yes.
Yeah. What about if somebody's sick?
You play anyway, unless
That's
you're
right. Do it
unless,
from the hospital room. Lie.
unless you need an ambulance, you're on stage.
Lie. I can go in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Lie.
You know, probably that's how you are here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Lie.
the
Lie
show
from
must
old
go on.
general. You know.
Yeah, you know that. The show must go on, right?
Wrong.
No.
So, do you provide any sherry? Sherry.
I'm the photographer. I
Wow.
take band pictures.
She's the band photographer.
You, but that was Sherry was a song.
It is.
They used to do that song for me,
Yeah.
Disgusting.
the Hollies, Sherry Baby.
Yeah, that was
Actually, it's
Frankie Valley.
Oh,
Frankie
Frankie
Valley.
Valley. Frankie
Frankie
Valley.
Valley.
Well,
He's
yeah.
about 85.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. We're all up there. Our clock's ticking.
Don't
Everybody's
look at
clock's
me.
ticking.
Oh, he's up there too.
Yeah.
Look at that. No worries, no nothing.
So
Yeah.
that's the band. Any other questions? Good. Let's move on.
What do you want me to move on
He
to?
usually is in 2 or 3 bands at a time too.
You are?
Yeah.
Not now, though. No.
Why?
Now he's only in 2.
Tiring down? Well, what's the other
Trying to
band?
slow down. Oh, the other band's not worth mentioning, really.
Why?
It's just a hard rock band, you know.
Oh.
I've only been with them for like a year and a half. And, you know, it's the same thing. We have fun.
Oh, I don't.
They play more in the southern New England area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like Alabama?
Yeah. Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi?
Yeah.
You get a big crowd.
Yeah.
Start the car.
Is Alabama part of New England now?
Yes, it is. It's moved. They want to get federal funding for something.
Rocco, what do I have to do to get out of here, huh?
No, Rocco heard you. His ears moved. It's okay, baby. Go back to sleep. All right. It's okay. Go back. This bad boy, this bad man woke you up. It's okay. Go back, baby.
So, in case your audience wants to know why we're here,
Yeah, I want to know that too.
we were at Dunkin' Donuts
Yes.
having a nice civil conversation with a friend of ours,
You can mention his name. He's been
Dennis
on.
Galvin.
Who used to be with the head of the state police.
Yeah. Well, he was a state cop.
But yeah, but he had a big job.
Did he? I don't know about that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
But anyway, you know,
Why you married him?
good question.
How many years?
33?
33.
Time for a
33.
change.
33, yeah. Oh, anyway, I lost track now.
Can't be because of your
Oh, and we were in Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, we were in Dunkin' Donuts having this conversation, and in walks Ed,
That's right.
who knows Dennis apparently. We're having this conversation, and all of a sudden, Mr. Ed here just takes control
That's right.
of the entire conversation.
That's right, because I interview people.
And
the-
made it way more interesting.
Yeah, and the end
Damn
result, and the end result is we're sitting here with Rocco and Ed, and he
Yeah,
wanted us to talk about town government,
And your
Hey,
band.
wait a minute.
town
Your
government
band.
and bands.
Who? No, it was banned. It wasn't town government, but Sherry's worked their way in here.
Well,
Do you have any? Are you?
that's what we were talking to Dennis about.
Oh, right. Yes. yes.
Yeah, you forgot already.
No, I didn't forget. I thought you meant here.
He's got a mind like a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, steel trap. It's rusty.
Yeah.
So what? Continue.
Oh, so town government. I'll make this brief.
But don't make it too brief.
Yeah,
What?
we go to town meetings.
Oh, you silly boy.
Yeah.
Sit down, right?
The long and the short of it is the town meeting method of governance in Westford is not serving the population
Wait,
of Westford.
excuse me. Have we drifted from bands into town government?
Well, yeah, where you been?
Where you been? Rocco
Do
said,
you need
what
a cup
the-
of coffee? You want to go to Dunkin'
Yeah, let's go to
Donuts?
Dunkin' now.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
We'll get you coffee too.
Don't count on it.
So it's morphed into
Morph. There's a, what do you want?
another
Morph?
new word for you, okay?
Ooh, write that down.
It's morphed into a town government governed by special interest groups.
That's not like any, that sounds like Congress.
Yeah. So, you know,
You want to name the special interest groups to get in trouble?
sure, I can tell you exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, you don't think so.
At last town meeting,
Yes.
were you there?
I went to one and I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't blame you.
They have a, every guy's got to put a woman through their stupid 2 cents in. Sit down.
Well,
One guy
it's-
said,
yeah,
when I was leading, you're not leading anymore, sit down.
it's a laborious process.
Ooh,
Just-
another biggie,
Just sitting in the chairs is tough, you know.
especially since they're hard.
But the big
Yeah.
issue last town meeting was Article 9, which was the issue of
Gun?
the guns, the firearm dealership licenses in the
But
town.
Guns N' Roses, were they in?
Yeah, they were there too, yeah.
They were playing in the background.
So what that meeting turned out to be was who could muster the most people to show up and vote for or against.
Yeah, but it's always like that.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Now, you know, I'm a gun owner, and I was happy with the result because
Let me
Article
move a little
9,
farther.
I know, really.
Article 9 got shot down. No pun
Nice
intended.
little pun there. You're a sicko. And why don't you explain to the crowd, that all two people, that what Article 9 was?
Sure. It was, Article 9 was a change in the bylaw that would mandate how many licenses we could issue for firearms dealerships.
Oh, you
in the
mean
town.
stores?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of a car, too?
But
As if you're
if you read the words, if you read it in its entirety, you would see that the wording was an affront to those of us who believe in the Second Amendment. And
Which
that
is right to bear arms.
correct, yes.
See, I'm not stupid.
See, he's been studying up.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I freely admit that I was part of the movement to get people to the meeting to vote down Article 9.
But why
Now-
go in and vote it down?
Why? Because it's an affront to...
You want me to roll it back again?
Would you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's an affront to 2A. It takes away our liberties from the rights under the Second Amendment.
Now, how does it exactly do that? Boy, I'm really asking these digging questions.
These are
Well,
hard.
one aspect of it was it included sportsmen's clubs as holders of a dealership license.
Do they?
They do not. We don't. The Westford Sportsman's Club, for example, they do not sell ammunition.
So why would they include it?
That's the question.
Oh, in case you do in the future, see.
Yeah. It just, the wording was such that it left the door open to remove rights from people who believe in 2A.
Now, was that ambiguous writing?
No, it was on purpose. It was on purpose. But the point is,
He doesn't know big words.
back to the issue
Yes, stop it.
of town government.
Yes.
Who won? Who won there? It was the people that mustered the most amount of people
Right.
to get to vote by being there. So what we're all about, I hope that I can say we, and that is
editorial.
we need to move governance in Westford from town meeting into the 21st century. Town meetings worked back in the 1700s and 1800s.
I remember because I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
we
I-
figured
When
you
Westford
were.
I had the
like-
gavel going. Sit down.
When Westford had 3,000 or 4,000 people, you could get a representative.
So what do you want to change it to?
We want to allow all registered voters to have the ability to vote
Vote on it.
at town meeting remotely.
Okay.
The technology's there, the security's there.
The problem is, you have to get,
What did you
was
do?
that you?
With
No, you didn't.
me?
What did I do? Oh, the
Not
cane
till the
fell.
cane,
Oh, no, no.
I'll get it for you so you can
All
get
right.
up.
Watch it. Well, the problem is you got to get them to watch it in the first place. Why don't you have a ballot thing? That way you can get everybody.
Yeah, that's an
Well,
that's better.
alternative, I think.
We do have ballots.
No.
No,
Have the
mail
town
it.
have town-wide ballot vote
That's my preference.
Well,
rather than the town meeting vote, because most people don't tune in.
well, for some reason, some issues make it to a ballot, and if it makes it to a ballot vote, everybody gets a ballot, everybody
Right.
gets to vote.
That
But on
anything that
certain-
affects Proposition 2.5
Yeah.
gets to be on the ballot. Any other type of issues, they take to town meetings.
That's because they can control it.
Right, and then it becomes an issue of special interest.
You are correct.
Yeah,
Right.
that needs to change. Now, I don't know how to make it change.
By the way, good luck with that, baby.
Yeah, I know.
Well, who's in control of the town meeting? I don't mean the one sitting up front. Sit down, you're out of order. Who's in control?
Well, apparently the moderator is in control.
No, behind
No,
the moderator.
The
Who
state of Massachusetts has a Chapter 39, Article 10 that says whether or not, that requires that people, if in order to vote, people have to be physically present at the town meeting.
Oh, horse
Okay.
pucky with that.
I know, that's what I think.
That's been from what? That was from 1641. They put that in there.
I think close, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They,
I mean,
get that horse and buggy over here.
and the thing is that because of the
You're actually pretty close.
growth of the towns, like back then, it was manageable. Right now, we don't even have the space that could facilitate
That's why
putting
they're
all
on the
those
field.
people.
Yeah.
I want them to do it during a thunderstorm or
Yeah.
a heavy snowstorm.
Yeah.
Okay, take it.
But I mean, there's so many things that just aren't practical anymore in today's society, as far as people working, people with
Yeah.
challenges that can't get there because of health
Yeah.
or scheduling.
But good luck
children.
with the state changing it.
Well, there's actually been motions in place in 2021 and 2022 by several towns to try to change that, and it's currently under review
To the town, it's like a game.
by the state.
Penalty.
Penalty.
By the state.
I mean,
Yeah, it's under review. All right, every day,
well,
every
no,
other
I
week
mean,
we check
what
it.
was the wording on it that we had, Dan? That they're still.
They're pursuing the change at a state level so that they can propagate it down to every town.
All right, now in English,
They're going to make it available to every town in
if
Massachusetts.
they pass it.
If they can pass it, yeah. And
Well, they
that-
got more important things like
Yeah.
my table's dirty.
yeah.
Or how to find space for all the
But here's the thing.
refugees.
Don't cut your wife off because she'll come back and fight.
I know. But here's the thing. At that meeting,
Yes?
that Article 9 got voted down by a fairly slim margin.
All right.
Had that voting been available to all registered
Mm-hmm.
voters, Article 9 would have passed by a landslide.
But you wanted it to pass or not?
No, I didn't want it to pass. No,
Oh,
I wanted
oh,
it to go. But I'm just saying.
It wasn't available.
No, I'm just saying that if you open that voting up to the 18,000 registered voters
Right.
that are in this town,
It would-
they would have voted it. They would have passed it.
Yeah.
They would have passed it because
saying it's-
why? Because we live in the liberal state of
You
Massachusetts.
say it's not.
And this is an anti-gun state.
I didn't know that.
And on the contrary, at the last town meeting, the second to last town meeting, when they voted in the addition to the library, they packed the town meeting with people that wanted that expansion.
Of course.
And
They still haven't started it yet.
no, but they approved the $30 million expansion. Now, ask yourself, had that been available, that vote been available to all, right?
Would have been
They
down.
they would have voted it down.
Have
right?
enough money. And what about the tax on all of a sudden the water running off your property?
Oh, yeah.
God's sakes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that one.
That's why we have to have in our community the gutters have to drain underwater down into this big system.
Oh, sure. So,
Yeah.
see,
So-
now that'll undermine your driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who cares, right?
And then it goes into in somewhere, who knows where, but it's supposed to be better than it going down off the roof onto the asphalt.
Right, and it costs us $2,000 a year to have them cleaned out.
Well, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who the heck are you going to?
You think I'm kidding? I'm not.
No, it's a community, not just us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for a whole community.
Why? Don't you like? It's not a tax, though, of course.
No, it's an HOA issue.
An HOA way?
Fee. It's
Oh, a fee,
yeah,
not a tax.
a burden. Yeah, which translates into a monthly HOA fee.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You pay it twice a year, though.
right.
Every month.
Every month,
What?
and they
We're
continually
in a
go up and
condo.
up and up.
Oh, a quando.
A condo.
You're in a quando?
Oh,
a
Condrey,
condo.
yes.
Quando. Thank you.
Thank
Yo,
you
he's
very
still
much.
going. It was Engelbert Humperdinck from the movie Buenos Aires, Mrs.
Oh,
Campbell.
yes.
He's still going. Gino Berkowitz was in there.
I don't know those people, just like you don't know Robert Plant
Or Jimmy Page.
or Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
Stop it. What about the Skyliners? The one-hit wonders. right? And then we have, oh, come on, Bobby Darin now, he was great.
Is he still alive?
He died at age 38 and 74.
Oh.
Oh, you
Matter
missed
with you?
that
He had
one.
rheumatic fever when he was 7 or 8.
Oh.
They didn't have antibiotics then.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Well, ask us about John Lennon. We know that one. Who?
Real name was Leninsky. All right, so we have 1:35 left. With Sherry, you want to say something?
Please.
Stop it. Leave her alone because she'll pay for this later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll pay.
24. 23.
I think we could just cut it short.
What's the matter? What's that? Wait. What did you suggest?
Cutting it short.
All right, cut it out, sicko. Hi, baby. How you doing? And so, see on screen? Yep, Rocco's on screen, our mascot.
Oh, okay.
Cover up Rocco, we're on TV.
As far as town government and town meetings, the main thing is that technologies have changed since the 1700s.
No, have they? Gee, I
We
didn't
have the
know that.
capability to decouple the presentation of the information that people need to vote on with the voting process, and so that we can have a better representation. And everybody can participate.
That's un-American. I'll cut it out.
Yeah, and we originally thought that perhaps a representation by municipality would be good, but Dennis told us that wasn't. But the thing is that we don't really want representative government because that's kind of introducing the same concept as the, what's it called? The
As we have now in Washington, D.C., and we know how well that
Well, that
works.
works well.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. All right, we only have 9 seconds, 8
Okay.
countdown. I got to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
I want to thank Sherry and what's your name again, Dan?
Fred.
Dan Daddio here, and Rocco.
and
Rocco,
Rocco,
the
wonder dog.
star of the show.
Sorry. All right, I want to. If you ever feel you want to come back on again, let me know because I'm desperate for. I mean,
You
all
have
right.
to be desperate to have us.
No. You beautify the screen. That
kind of laugh.
Shut up. You beautify the screen. All right, we're going to play Beauty and the Beast. We
Yeah,
know who's going to be the Beast.
You have such a fun personality and sense of humor. Ding, ding.
Thank you. All right, we'll be back. Actually, I'll be back. We have another show in 2 days. And my mascot, oh, he won't be here. He's on assignment. We don't know where he is. That's Gino. All right, bye.
Bye.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. You'll hear a slick review or two from Nicky. And Cantor Something Berg will sing some song. There's weather news and shtick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came along.